Hello everyone, welcome back to the Dork side. It is I, your friendly neighborhood Dork in the road, and I'm on my way to do some moto camping. That's right everyone, I am the Dork in the road and I want to be your internet riding buddy. But I'm better than your regular riding buddies because I'm available whenever you want, and I come with a mute button. So please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell so you know when I post awesome new content just like this. So today I'm headed out. It's actually my first moto camping trip of the year, and I got the Versus all loaded up. So if you saw my gear video, my moto camping gear video, you know everything that's on the bike right now. And if you didn't, well, there's a link so you can check it out. But we are headed out to Alsea Falls. It's funny when you're talking to yourself, people notice. Headed out to Alsea Falls campground near the town of Alsea, Oregon, and chose that spot for a couple of reasons. One, I just really like it. Two, I happen to know that there's both water and firewood available on site. And this is my, like I said, my first moto camping trip of the year. So I'm just trying to shake down my setup a little bit. And so I feel good knowing that the necessities are there and I don't need to worry about them. And it's a place I've been to and it's not super far, it's about an hour from home. I feel good about it. So that's where we're headed. I looked at the reservations and there aren't many for this is a Monday. So there aren't many going there right now, so I should have hopefully a relatively empty campground to choose from. And if not, well, we'll either have neighbors or we'll come home. Those are the rules. So I'm excited to get some moto camping in. I think I have everything I need, but of course, every time you think that, you don't actually have everything you need. So brought a steak for dinner. Got all my camping gear set up, so I'm hoping it's smooth sailing, easy trip. It's about 82 degrees right now, so it's not like overly hot, but when I stop moving, I definitely dislike it. It's nice when you are moving though. Still a little wind chill at 82. So I'm eager to not be sitting right here. We're gonna get on the freeway for the first 5 miles or so and then take some highway, and then the next thing you know, we'll be back roading it all the way to our destination. Lovely back road, in fact. It's not even a yellow line on it once you get close. So thanks for coming along with me, and I hope you enjoy the video. Let's get there. Alright, here we are, Alsea Falls campground. This is a BLM campground. I will come back and get an envelope once I've got things mostly unloaded. So 1 is taken, 2 is taken, I think, unless these are old tags. Nope, there's a tent. I was thinking this side might be good. 3 is taken. 4 is taken. Not so empty as I was led to believe. 5, 6, 7, 8 is open. A little exposed. Well, it may be number 8. Maybe my only option here. 11 is available, but I don't want to be that close to my neighbors. That's where we stayed last time. 15 is a good one. So site 8 looks empty, looks available. This one's probably even better. Remember how I said I was going to try to think about things I might have forgotten? Things I needed to add to my kit as I took this trip? Well, I came up with a very important one already. A pen. It's very, very hard to fill out the envelope and the site slip to reserve and pay for your campsite if you don't have a pen. So Motocamping tip number 1, include a pen in your kit. I was lucky I found 2 very nice ladies who actually gave me this pen. They don't even want it back. So I was able to fill out the slip. But it's important to think about including one in your kit. And this one, since they don't want it back, is permanently being added to my kit right now. Alright, first things first, I'm going to set up the Celtic Gunnison 2 so I have a place to stash my gear. Hopefully the firewood guy comes by soon so that I can buy some firewood and know for sure I'll be able to cook later. Because it's a long drive all the way back to Corvallis to find a restaurant. I could subsist on the almonds and pistachios I bought, I suppose, but I really want to cook my steak. Let's get the tent set up. What's that? Oh, my wonderful, amazing, fantastic, cool looking shirt. You're curious about it? Well, check out the link to the Teespring. You can get your very own Dork in the Road Entertainment System t-shirt, or there are several other designs. Oh, there goes the tripod. Oh, fuck. This tripod sucks. Camp is pretty much all set up. I just put everything back in the tent though because I'm going to go for a little walk. Here's the Versus. There's the tent. Tour of the campsite before I go on a little tiny hike and try to find the camp host to see if he will give me some wood, because I have a fire pit, I have steaks in that bag, but I don't have any wood. Alright, well, if you ever come up here and you're looking for a good site, 8 is the one I'm in. It's pretty good. 2 looks real nice because you're right next to the bathroom and your neighbors are too far away to see, and I'm pretty sure that's the river down there, the creek. So number 2 is a good one. Well, it looks like the camp host is off duty, which hopefully they're off duty for a little while and not for the night, because again, my whole cooking steak plan revolves around them bringing me firewood that I paid for. Well, here's the trail. This trail leads to Alsea Falls, but first it goes over the river, the creek. I'm not really sure. I thought I'd show it to you. Alright, well, I'm annoyed with the firewood thing. I guess I should have thought of it. How was I supposed to know they're not here on Mondays? So now my mind's turning on how I can get enough wood to at least cook that steak. It's too bad, because sitting around the campfire is like my favorite thing. I won't be able to do it tonight. It's kind of a sketchy part of this trail. It's very, very washed out. Look at that. Look at all that. Bridge to the picnic area. That's the top of the falls anyway. We can hike down the other side where you can see it. That was the falls. Falls issue has been handled. Let's go handle the firewood issue. Tried really hard to get a shot of the falls, but it's a GoPro Hero 4 Plus silver, so it doesn't have a screen on the back, so I can't always tell if it's pointing at what I think it's pointing at. I was going to rave about how much I love my Icon Super Duty 5s, and I do. I'm wearing them as hiking boots right now, even though I brought a pair of flip-flops. I'd rather wear these. The only downside is the bottom. I was scrambling across those rocks because some people were coming, and I just wanted to get my GoPro before they got there. Went a little too fast and fell, slid and fell. Caught myself. I don't know if the camera caught it. They're great all-around shoes, comfortable even for hiking short distances, but the tread on the bottom on a wet or slippery surface could be better. Two pieces of good news. One, I brought two long sticks back with me that I can break up into some firewood, which is hopefully enough to cook my steak, assuming it's dry enough. If not, I'll look around a little bit more. But two, I'm pretty sure when I went back by, the camp host was back, or at least there was somebody parked in their spot having a conversation. So maybe, just maybe, we get our cooking fire and we get our sitting around basking in it fire for the evening. But for now, I gotta break this stick that I brought back up into manageable pieces. It's really convenient. They put these stick breakers right here in the campsite. See what I mean? Have a good one. That is enough firewood for 2 nights. We're gonna eat steak, and then we are gonna have a rager. Might even have some for a morning fire to make coffee over. First order of business is kindling, so take the smallest pieces, chop them down into kindling, theoretically. That's a good one. I'm gonna try to make some shavings with these. Well, I'm not very good at this. I'm practicing, learning. So if you are good at it, tell me what I'm doing wrong. I'm trying to make feather sticks. It's not pretty like when the bushcrafters on YouTube do it. Anyway, if you do this, you don't have to bring paper with you, which is nice. You can get this going. Some real thin sticks above it. So this is your tinder, and some real thin kindling. I should be using the other camera so I can see what I'm pointing it at. I'm going to put all my curls right on top of that, so I'm not fighting them down in the ashes. Okay. Curls. Curls. A little bark, just for funsies. Alright. I don't want to smother it, but you definitely want to put pieces on top so they can catch. always smother fires, so I try really hard not to do that. Be very careful not to. It's working. I might have a fire here in a minute. So, don't smother it. Put on the bigger pieces to catch the fire after the tinder goes out. Shit. This wood is very dry. Alright, well it looks like we got a real decent bed of coals going there. I'm going to put the steaks on. These steaks have been marinating for about 4 hours. Some Montreal steak. They look real good. So I'm going to put these on. Let's cook them up. I haven't done steak campfire. I've done it once before. And I'm going to tell you a secret. It didn't go super awesome, so I'm learning still. Don't mock me too hard if I screw this up. But I'm looking forward to it. I learned no flames. Flames are bad. Last time I had more flames than this. And that was a mistake. So I'm going to try to avoid the flames as much as possible. Alright, well this camera battery is already dying, so I'm going to spend the rest of the night probably filming with the GoPro. Try to finish up at least the steak with this one. Alright, halfway there. Time to flip these over. Oh, that's sketchy. Oh yeah. It's real cooked on that side. It's cooking good. These are about done. We'll take them off, eat them. Yeah. Big plate is real handy. So is this grill. Nothing fancy. This is just an old Walmart. I think it's for grilling vegetables that I had in the garage. I just threw it in my dry bag and brought it with me. Get it off the fire. So the Canon officially died. So I apologize in advance for all the crooked GoPro camera angles, because again, I don't have a screen on the back, so I can't tell. Or have less epic riding away from the camera shots, because I use the other camera for those. So sorry, you live and you learn. I only have the one battery and no way to charge it. So fortunately I have seven GoPro batteries, so we're good on that. And lots of room on the SD card. So these are my steaks. Turned out real good. Excited to eat them. I also managed to smuggle 2 Diet Pepsis. Smuggle's the wrong word. I have this soft insulated lunchbox thing. So inside of it, I just put these ice pack things and the steaks wrapped up and a couple sodas because there was room. And I just wrapped this up real tight and it smashes down small and it kept everything cold enough to get it here. If the steaks had been frozen, it would have been less of a big deal, but they were fresh when I got them. So this thing is nice because it smashes down and still has some insulation, so that's why I used it. So that's why you see me drinking a Diet Pepsi. I already had my other one, but it's all whiskey and water for the rest of the night. So, good trip so far. Minor crisis with the camp firewood, but it turned out fine, so that's good. Good to know that the camp host is here most of the time, so I can see myself coming back a lot, because being able to acquire wood is the thing that would make or break a camping trip, I feel like. Cooking steaks over the fire went real well. Look, I mean, they're not pink at all, but I like to be, I don't know, I get paranoid about meat, so I like to eat a little pink, but I don't like to leave a little pink. I think the other one's going to be pinker than this, but that went well. Didn't get too singy. Steaks look good. Let's check the other one. Oh yeah, really done. Love steak while I'm camping. Love it. What do you guys eat when you're camping? Now, come to eat this steak. Chill out by the fire, have a whiskey, smoke a cigar. What do you think about the Motocamping videos? I'm trying to do this long format, so it's more of a camping video and less of a riding video. So, I still think it fits, but let me know what you think. I don't think I'm going to break this one up. I think I'm going to do one long video. Alright, well, I'm going to eat this steak. I'll see you guys in a bit. Again, I'm just guessing with these camera angles, so I apologize. I may put this back on the fisheye lens, and then I know I'm getting everything. Apologize in advance if everything gets weird and round, because I switched lenses. Anyway, it's a time I've been waiting all day for. Happy hour. This was a gift from somebody. I think it was in my Christmas stocking one year. But anyway, I didn't think one flask was enough, so I brought 2. So I got 12 ounces of bourbon. I don't have any ice, which sucks. I usually just drink it over ice, but I may just put a little water in it. Supposedly water brings out the flavor. I don't know. I can drink it straight, but I like it with ice in it. I don't know. So half measure. This is Buffalo Trace. Seems like a shame to put it into a flask, but I'm not going to bring the whole 5th. So this is good stuff. If you like bourbon, and you want a good, it's not cheap like bottom shelf, but it's like second or third shelf, $25 a 5th. Buffalo Trace is really good. The thing I love about bourbon is good bourbon is not that expensive. Not like scotch, where good scotch is really expensive. So this is good bourbon. I like it a lot. And like I said, 25 bucks. Oh, shit in my cup, but I guess the alcohol will purify it, right? Isn't that why we're here? To purify the alcohol? I'm gonna put just a splash of water in here. Don't judge me. The bourbon drinkers out there know. That's okay. And I'm gonna have a cigar. I'm gonna Captain Morgan it. Let's get real. I'm gonna lean on my knee. I like to smoke $2, $3 cigars. Florida Olivias are kind of my go-to when I buy in bulk. I like Gurkhas a lot too. But I'm out of those, so I'm like underneath the shelf of my humidor pulling out all the old crap that I had just thrown down there to hope I would never need. So this is, I believe the brand is Everyday Smoke that I got a while ago. These are hit or miss, but it may be, I don't know, my humidor is pretty humid, but I don't check it all that often, so I hope it's not like dried out. But the problem with these is they're pretty inconsistent, so sometimes the wrapper just falls apart, so I definitely wouldn't bring only one unless that's all I had, and that's all I have. So here's hoping. Punch cutter on this lighter. It's really great butane lighter. Let's see. Don't break, don't break, don't break. Yeah, it's a little brittle. I need to check my humidor. Oh, good draw. All right, we might be in luck. Definitely discolored. They're ugly cigars. Well, the alternative is nothing, so I'm willing to go with it. That's good shit. Alright, well, I switched it back to wide, so I apologize if everything's super fisheye, but I just want to make sure everything's in the shot. It may have been that I just filmed a whole lot of garbage. So, this is pretty much my evening, I think. Once I start drinking, I can't drive anywhere, obviously. This is a 2-hour commitment, I hope. I hope you can hear me. I'll tweak the audio levels. Does it need to be? Oh, one more thing before I forget. I didn't bring a light for filming, so I don't know what it's going to look like in the dark. I'll use what I can, but I do have a lantern, which could do most of the work of that, but I don't have one specifically for the camera, so you'll have to bear with me. Having some trouble with the CRF, and by the time I get this video edited and put up, it'll probably be fixed, but here's the problem. You mechanics out there can tell me what the hell's wrong with it, because I have one theory. Anyway, I went riding last Monday. It's Monday right now, so a week ago I went riding. I went riding up at McCoy, OHB. Made a video, hopefully you saw it. 23 minutes long, turned out really well, I think. Cool intro, which I like. And then brought the bike home, unloaded it, put it in the garage, and then the kid and I were going to go riding on Wednesday. And I went to load up the CRF, and the battery was dead. And not just kind of dead, like dash wouldn't come on all the way dead. So I put it on the trickle charger to charge it back up. Took a day, and then I got it started, and it was fine. So I started trying to figure out what the hell happened to it. And I know I didn't leave the key on. I charged it up, and then I was like, man, what could kill a battery in 2 days? So I started thinking maybe something's draining it. So I got a multimeter, and I checked for a parasitic draw. And there is a draw, but it's well below. It's 0.2 milliamps. And spec is, at least as far as I can tell, I could only find the service manual for 2013. Spec is 0.34, so it's actually lower than it's supposed to be. So it's not a parasitic draw. So I thought maybe it's a battery. So I took the battery out and just set it on my workbench and just tested it every hour, 2 hours, nothing. But just sitting on the workbench, not on the bike, it doesn't get drained. So I thought maybe it's okay, put it back in the bike, started it up. No, still getting drained in the bike. So for some reason, it's not a parasitic draw, and the battery drains only in the bike. It doesn't make sense to me. So the only thing I can figure right now, and I'm not a mechanic, it's not even what I figured out, it's what I hope it is. I hope the battery's just bad and erratic, because that's at least easy to fix. It's not super expensive, and it's easy to fix, and I can do it myself. So when I get back, I'm going to have the battery tested. But it concerns me, because I don't want to get stranded, you know what I mean? Like, I take that bike 25 miles up into the woods, out of cell phone service. I want to camp off of it eventually, so I get some luggage and stuff. Like, go camping, disperse camping, way up in the hills. But I don't want to do that if I'm not sure it's going to start in the morning, and so this problem has to be fixed. I could take it out for the day and feel okay, especially if I had somebody with me. So I need to know this is fixed before I can do much adventuring, and that sucks, because I really like riding that bike a lot. So what haven't I checked? It's not a bad relay. Like, I checked the fuel pump relay, checked the fan relay. It's fine. So I don't know. Key's definitely off. I don't know why it's draining. So if you have thoughts, ideas, please tell me. I googled the shit out of it. I used all my Google foo and couldn't come up with anything. Alright, well, this is not a compelling video, so that's 10 minutes of me talking. We're just gonna hang out, drink some bourbon, and enjoy my cigar. I'll see you guys in a bit. Here we are. Finished my bourbon. Finished my cigar. Had a bunch of pistachios. About 9:10, and I'll probably head into the tent within the hour, although all the screaming children are still screaming. Head inside and read or play Switch for a bit, and then turn in for the night. So I guess I will catch up with you guys in the morning. I'm using my headlamp as a light, filming light right now, so I hope you can see me. Fire's going strong, lots of wood left. I'm probably going to have to leave some for whoever comes to the site next, which is good camping karma, so I'm okay with that. But I'm just going to hang out by the fire for a bit. I'm going to go to water. I'm going to go to the bathroom 1 or 2 or 3 more times. Everything buttoned up in case it rains tonight, because there is a 10% chance. And turn in, and I'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning. Well, as you probably noticed, it's morning. About 6:30. Slept okay. I never sleep well camping, but pillow situation, that crappy inflatable pillow I have kept deflating. I don't know, it was pretty warm actually. I didn't get barely below 60 all night, but it was like 68 when I went to sleep. So it is sprinkling a little bit, as I feared this morning. I don't have rain gear, so I just have to hope it doesn't get too bad. But I'm going to make a cup of coffee, and then probably think about packing up. Just rinsing it out. Starbucks via this stuff. What's amazing about it is it's instant coffee that actually tastes like coffee. Oh, it's raining alright. coffee, let's drink. In the words of Ron Swanson, mornings are for coffee and contemplation. Doesn't my hair look awful? Fortunately, all the kids that were streaming until 10 o'clock at night seem to be still asleep. So, it's just me and the bird noises right now. Thanks for coming with me. It's interesting filming because it's almost like I'm not camping alone because I have someone to talk to. I hope the mic is actually picking me up. I'm going to drink this coffee for a bit and, like I said, I'll probably start packing up. See you in a minute. Well, I already shot an outro for this video, but I just looked and my my mic's not plugged in, so I just fixed it. So, I hope you enjoyed this trip to Alsea Falls. I really enjoyed having you along with me. If you like this video, you like this format, please don't hesitate to hit that thumbs up button. It really helps me and I appreciate it. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about this long-form moto camping stuff and if you want to see more of it. But for now, I just want to say thank you for watching. I appreciate you, and as always, please do not forget to be excellent to each other. Thank you.
Excellent!